your girl Dominique Damahu, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, y'all. So y'all know I haven't told like a good old story time in like a hot ass minute. Like the last story time I think I told y'all was part of my IMU series, and I have another story to tell y'all. But the whole time I was like constipating about telling the story time with y'all, because I'm just like, I don't want anyone to judge me for this or look at me sideways, but it happened. It was a real life thing. It happened, and I'll never do it again. It just happened, and I can't really explain it to y'all how it happened, but I am going to. It's just, I'll put it up, but y'all don't judge me. Don't sit here and judge me. So that's a little quick disclaimer. Please not judge me when I tell this story time. I'm only gonna tell the gist of what I remember. So if you know if you know who I'm talking about, then you know. But if you don't, I'm gonna tell y'all just right now. But before I get into story time, make sure I like, comment, and subscribe, because y'all been here for a little hot minute now, and y'all been watching like what, 8-9 videos, and you still ain't subscribed, but you over here lurking on my business. Girl, boy, he, she, whatever you want to call yourself. I'm sorry, no disrespect, but make sure you guys like, comment in my video, and share if you care, because this is the tea and this is the real. And I'm telling y'all all my business with no filter, because baby, it is what it is. Okay, y'all. Tea, clock yourself. Get your popcorn. Get your your grass, get your munchies, make sure you are of age to watch this video, because baby, I don't want to hear no clocking, no talking like this really what happened, because yeah, we not gonna like do all that. We not. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna try to make this story as interesting as possible by memory, and this is a story time about now I know I told y'all like, I told y'all like, I really ain't gonna tell no stories about this no more. Like, I'm not gonna clock this man no more. I'm not gonna, put him in and take him out. Like, I'm not telling y'all no stories about this boy no more. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's a wrap. It's done. I think I told y'all that, but I really don't have no more story time to tell y'all, and I'm making ideas, and this was the only one that came to my memory refresher, and I'm just like, yo, should I tell y'all this story? Should I not tell y'all this story? What the fuck happened? Like, should I tell y'all this story? And I'm gonna tell the story. Okay, let's start from the beginning. I made a story interesting as possible, okay? So, like, please, don't say nothing. Don't copy me. If any of my friends watch this, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Just don't do too much. Don't do too much. Makeup's already caking, so don't even don't do all that. Okay, let's get into it for real. Okay, y'all. So, okay, this I'm gonna try to like remember accurately, because when this story time came in my head, I remember like vividly what happened, but I kept it on the back burner too long, so now it's just like little blots and blots coming back to play. But I'm gonna just tell y'all. So this is really about whatever. So y'all know the whole story about from beginning to end. Y'all know how he catfished me. Y'all just know the whole foreround. This was literally, I feel like this was like this was the final to end straw with as a person. And let me explain to y'all. Okay, I just want to put on the back burner that I am not easily influenced the way I'm not easily influenced, okay? But it's one of the situations that this is my homie. This was supposed to be my homie. We was cool. We was rebellious. And, you know, it's just, I don't know how to really explain it to y'all in a term y'all can understand. But just understand that we were mad cool and we were rebellious. Like I told you a couple of times, like every time something came up and both of our parents got in a fight and decided that they go cut ties with our friendship, we would literally go on Twitter or Facebook and agree like we'll just text or we'll just talk or we'll just give it like a month or like a week, and we feel like what happened that specific Sunday was gonna fade out to memory. Like it was gonna fade out to memory. Like it was gonna fade out to memory. Like they weren't gonna remember anything. They were not gonna remember anything that happened the Sunday before the drama. They were not gonna remember it. It wasn't even no drama, but they weren't really gonna remember that, you know, whatever happened that Sunday or something before. They were really gonna focus on the word of the Lord. The word of the Lord, because that's what they came for. They came for the word of God. All they know is that both their children are like my cool kumbaya. We're like two peas in a pot. That's all they know. But whenever we get into a fight, not me and like my mom and O's mom get into a fight, they felt like I'm not gonna say petty. I'm not trying to say petty. Make it look so weird, y'all. But I'm not trying to say petty. But I'm just trying to say like they felt like, okay, now since me and y'all might get an argument, I don't want y'all to kumbaya and be friends no more. And it's just like, ma'am, that was my only friend. I ain't gonna cap to y'all. That was my only friend. That was the only person I got cool with out of everybody, the whole church. Everyone just came along, and it's one of those like, okay, hey, we played an icebreaker game. Kumbaya, we talk. But none of these bitches I was talking to outside the church the way I was talking to like I was on some like, I mean, I would text or whatever, but I was on that like flirty, cringy shit, like when Facebook was hot and Twitter was hot. So it was just like, it's cringy. It's kind of just like too much. But at the end of the day, like, I was my only like go getter. Like, was my only friend for a big bitch. I was my only friend. And I'm not saying that I was the only big girl in that whole church. There was two of us, but like, I was my only friend. I ain't gonna count, y'all. I was like my only friend in that church. Like, they was the only person. I mean, like, we know we worship and we talk and we do all that, but was really my only friend that I talked to outside of church. When service was done, like when the teen church was done and the men's service was done, I was the only person I hung out with and kicked with until my mom was done giving her go rounds and showing off the outfits that she wore every Sunday. Like, literally, she had to make her go rounds to communicate with people and talk to people, just to show the outfit that she was wearing for that Sunday. So, my only friend, like, I didn't put it out there, like, was my only friend, y'all. Was my only friend, y'all. So, child, let me tell y'all. So let me tell y'all the gist of this. So now y'all get, my only friend that I talked to. I don't exactly remember, like, word for word, play for play, like, what happened, but all I do remember, y'all, was that this was one of them times where my mom and O's mom was not fucking around anymore. Like, they was not fucking around anymore. They were just like, I'm for real. Like, I'm for real. Because when I say for real, I mean, like, all the other times they said we were for real, we literally waited like 2 weeks or something, all we would talk on Twitter and Facebook, while in service, and talk whatever. Or we like sneak, there's a word for it now, sneaky link, but not that type of sneaky link. I mean, like, we like sneak around, our parents' little thingy and hang out like around church. But like we make sure, but we link up with other people, so they don't think like we just snuck off and went off with each other. We went around, and we just happened to run into other people from the teens church that were not the adults. They were like teens like us. If you get it. Okay, so this was the point where his mom was done. She didn't want him to have like any free time. Like, she didn't want him to have any, when I say any free time in the church. This was when the church was really complaining about how there was a lack of like unity, and there was a lack of like people taking on extra activities, like extra things. Like, when I say extra activities, I mean like stuff for the Lord, like tech and choir and concession stand. Like, those are the only 3 things that was going on. And me personally, like, I want the Lord to, like, at that time, I want the Lord to find my calling and find my purpose. Like, if the Lord led me to choir, I would join choir. If the Lord led me to tech, I would join tech. But if the Lord led me to a concession stand, I would join a concession stand. But I didn't feel like the Holy Spirit really telling me, like, girl, like, go to choir, or girl, go to tech, or girl, go to confession. Like, I didn't feel none of that. And then eventually everyone, like, I'm not gonna say everyone, that's a bit too extreme, but at the end of the day, that's what they made it seem, so I'm gonna use that term. They made it seem like by the time that announcement made and pastor got on next about the lack of like unity and the lack of people putting in purposes and stuff for the church, and and trying to take the Wi-Fi, I believe, or something, people really took that seriously, but as they should. Like, they took that mad serious, and they were just like, okay, I'm enjoying stuff. Majority of the people took tech, because tech really isn't hard. They have someone that train you like any other job before you start the official job itself, but it's without pay. It's you get in blessings, y'all. You get in blessings, okay? Blessings. Where they train you, and they train you how to do tech. They train you how to, focus wherever you are. If you're camera 1 for the pastor, if you're camera 2 for the congregation, if you're camera here, if you're camera there, if you have to take close-ups of people or testimonies of people, like, you were there. So I don't know what it was, but I didn't know until later on. Bo's mom put him in tech. Like, she put him in tech with the rest of the teens. Tell me how this looks, y'all. And back then, I still took it into consideration, but like, I'm not thinking nothing of it. Like, I'm not thinking nothing of it, baby. I'm not thinking nothing of it. So everybody in teens group just agreed that they were gonna join the tech team. And the tech team in that church, if I don't remember, I was in the Christ Embassy Church. I told you a lot about that church in Storytime, how I met O and all that. So if you don't know, you might want to click pause this video and watch that video together inside of the church. And if you don't know, and if you're a new subscriber. Okay, back to it now. Okay, so everybody in that teens church joined the tech team. The tech team was very, very popular, and at some point, it's not hard to pinpoint it, but most of the teen girls were dating boys from the tech team. I'm not gonna say all of them, but just just one girl was dating someone from the tech team, and they were like mad affectionate, so she just went straight where her man was. And then the other people from the teens church were cordial with people from the tech team and buddy. So everyone just went to the tech side, and I think one or two people went to the choir side. But majority, if that makes sense, majority of the teens group literally went to the tech side. So I was just like, I could sing, I try to show you I can sing, because I sing more when I'm like emotional and in the zone, and like I tune out everybody else. I could sing, but I'm not trying to I don't know where I'm gonna fit. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not trying to be the only minor. I'm not trying to be the only minor in the group, like whatsoever. I'm not trying to be the only minor in the group. So, because I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna have no one to talk to, like after choir practice. Like, when you finish choir, you want someone to talk to? Anyone to talk to but adults and people's mamas and people's aunties and people's uncles and grandmas. And like, I ain't friendly with y'all. I'm not friendly with y'all. We're not BFFs. You're not upside. I can't talk to y'all about nothing that happens in the teens group. So I don't really want to join the choir shit. So I'm gonna call this deacon that I have beef with, and that's a whole different story. For y'all, if y'all want to know, get this video to 20 views and I would tell it. But we're gonna call this Deacon La. Okay, Deacon La. We go call you Deacon La. Was, I guess, not the mediator, but the person that I don't know if that was his job or that was his entitlement, but La made sure he was going around. So me just studying in the church, waiting for my mom to like finish off her outfit, blessing people, talking to people, all that stuff, but majority showing off her outfit. I'm waiting for her to wrap it up and waiting for our ride to go. So Pastor La is busy talking to people and busy talking to like teenagers, and I guess I don't know if he was asking them like what did they pick or he was assigned that job. But baby, Pastor La made sure he did his job. Whether he got the job or not, he made sure that it was his job. He made sure. So I'm standing in the middle, because I was told to stand in the middle and wait for something, because someone was gonna come back with something from my mom. I believe, memory for sure, I believe they were gonna give something to my mom, but they couldn't find my mom, but they found me and they wanted me to wait here so they could give me something to my mom. So Pastor La came to me and he was like, hi. He said, hi, da, da, da. And I was like, hi. Because before I'm like, I can't even explain to y'all. The church literally is about the whole, like the church, the Christ Embassy has a whole national anthem. And in the national anthem, it says, you are my brother, you are my sister. And, with love, unity and love. But the whole entire time, y'all, there is no unity, there is no love. It's just it's more so those kids that have their parents as a pastor or a deacon, they feel like they under you, or they maltreat you, or they act like you dusty, or you dusty because your mama not a deacon, or your mama not a pastor, or she ain't the one that collects whatever. They go like feel like they up here and you down here. And then the ones that get positions or whatever, they kind of like look on you like they weren't in your position like a month ago, or they're in there trying to take people's husbands or look for relationships instead of whole love and hip hop Christian version in the church. So so whenever that anthem was playing, I was low-key giggling because it was never like that. And to this day, it never is. You'll find that in Africa, because they stand on that. But over here, it's just a whole bunch of whole lot. It's a whole bunch of like grown people acting like they're in high school. And I peeped it off from early, and I wanted to go, but I didn't really have a church to go to. So like, you know what I'm saying? I just stuck it out because I'm a minor. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So let me. I'm trying to make a story time short. So let me get into it. So back to I was saying, y'all. O's mom was not playing. She put him in tech. The pastor La, Deacon La, I don't know what he is now, came up to me and was like, "Are you a part of something?" I looked at him like, the pastor literally just made a whole service getting angry at people about that. I'm in the teens church, so I'm not sure. I told them straight up, like, I'm not sure, you know, what I want to do right now. Like, I'm still thinking about it. And he was just like, okay, well, I'm going to ask you next Sunday what you want to do. And you better know what you want to do. I'm looking at him like, I hope I never see you. In my head, I'm like, I hope I never see you. Because you're not going to sit here and tell me you finna ask me next Sunday, as if next Sunday I'm going to know what I want to do. Like I told y'all, if the Lord calls me towards tech, I'm going to do tech. If the Lord called me towards choir, I'm going to do choir. If the Lord called me towards concession stand, which is the after service thing when they serve snacks, whatever, I'll do that. If the Lord serves me towards to help the African children, I will do that. Or to read Rhapsody, I will do that. The Lord has not called me, hasn't found my calling to anything, nor was my spirit drawn to anything yet. So I'm not gonna try nothing until I know for sure. So let's just, so for future reference, y'all. No, that wasn't yet. I'm trying to think. Who child? I'm trying to, because it meant like stuff are coming up, but I don't know if it was like before or after. So I'm gonna just say it was before. So this part happened was they put me in choir. Okay, Pastor La, I don't know if he put me in choir or I chose choir, but next thing I know, I was in choir. I signed up for choir. I know I tried to join the tech team or whatever, because I wanted to be with the teens girls, like, you know, in the tech room, the tech department. But for some reason, they're giving your girl the stand guy. I got rejected. I'm looking at them like, Okay, I guess the Africans want to be together. The Africans want to be together. They don't want a little touch of Jamaican. Like, I know what it is that they got rejected. But then I heard that all was in tech. So I don't know if that played a part with it as well. But it's whatever. Okay, so I ended up joining the choir. The leader of the choir was like, where are you? Are you soprano or alto, or are you in the middle? Let me hear something. So I think I sang a song for her, and she was like, oh, okay, so you're like in the middle. Like, you can give a high note when it's time, and then you can give like a low note when it's time. So you're in the middle, y'all. She moved the whole choir around. Why was I the only minor in the choir? Well, it wasn't just the only, there was someone else, but she left and never came back. And I was only minor in the choir. So we practiced. So she said practice was Friday, going on to Sunday. I came for practice on Friday. They wasn't playing around. I went there. We practiced singing. Then when Sunday came, they said the color code was all white. I wore white. We sang. Then I realized that it's a choir, you know, you can't really hear yourself. So I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I lip sing the whole time in the choir, and no one figured it out. Like, my mouth was moving on the damn right, but I lip sang the whole choir. The whole choir, like every song that we practiced, I lip sang. I'm not even gonna hold it, y'all. I lip sang. I was over the choir. I was like, look, the choir is cute and all, but I'm not trying to be the only minor in the choir. Back then, it was just weird as hell. I'm not doing that. That's not what I want to do. So I quit. I was over it. Like, I was just over it. So I really didn't do anything anymore. So I don't know what happened much after that, but I'm gonna just tell y'all the tea now and like close this video out, because that's what y'all here for. Y'all here for the tea. Not me, the tea. The playbacks and rewind of my life. So let's get into this. This is the tea and the video. Okay, so I'm gonna just say, for the purpose of this video, O's been in tech team for a good 2-3 months now. Like, he hand down had everything packed. So we really wasn't supposed to talk to each other. I want my mom made sure that the washroom was really the washroom and not an excuse. So, or someone else did that. No, I don't think she did, because she didn't care. What can I remember? Okay, I don't know. But anyways, I had to use the washroom, and I went to the washroom, and I went to the washroom, and then I came out and I saw and I was like, hey, and he was like, hey, and then he was like, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good, and I'm gonna go back to my seat. Now, what was I wearing today? I think I was wearing a cheetah print dress or a blue dress. I don't remember, but I know I had like a blazer or something, and I had these uncomfortable ass flats or heels or whatever. So he was like, out of nowhere, I was like, how is tech? And he was like, tech is pretty cool. I got the Wi-Fi, whatever. Then I use the Wi-Fi, whatever. So I'm like, oh, so okay, cool. He's like, you want the Wi-Fi? Because I don't remember what it is. They cut people off from using the Wi-Fi in the main church, and only the tech team was supposed to have it. So he's like, give me your phone. He gave me the Wi-Fi password, the new Wi-Fi password, and he was like, don't tell anybody. And I didn't tell anybody about it. I just had Wi-Fi on my phone, and no one knew. And I was like, hold up, put it on my tablet too, because if my tablet dies, my phone, my backup. Point blank, period. So I literally, like, he put it on my tablet to it connected, and I put it in my bag. Who, child? Let me tell y'all. Okay, so he was like, so we have this program that comes up every summer called Healing School. It's where the man of God touches the sick, the ill, the blind. When the demonic spirit possesses people, he casts them out and he heals them, you know, and grows their spirit stronger and faithful in God. Okay. Now, he was helping out with the program coming to life, like preparing his text, you know, stuff, putting up stuff in the auditorium and stuff like that, preparing, because it was literally gonna happen next Sunday. Okay, so woo, child, we already 30 minutes in. I don't know if I should tell y'all this story, but let's get into it. So he was like, do you want to see like the behind the scenes of next service? So I was like, okay, cool. Like, I want to see. So to get y'all a long story short, he gave me a tour of everything that's going to take place for next service. He gave me the behind the scenes. He showed me where like stuff were, like where camera place was gonna be, where wires were gonna be. And then I think I asked him like, why were there stickers that said VIP and VIP this? And he was just like, he was like, he didn't really know why. And I was like, I should have thought about it more, but I should have said, like, there's probably pastors from around the world gonna fly in to see the service, and the RVSP, like, it was a dinner hosting. The RVSP. Okay. So he was like, okay. I was like, okay, cool. He showed me the whole theater, the whole outside of the theater, and he kept being touchy-feely. A whole bunch of touchy-feely. I said, chill on that. So he showed me everything, and then, like, we come out, like, there's still people setting up and, like, testing the mic and the lighting and all that stuff. And we come out, and then he was just like, so let me explain. So when we come out of the auditorium, the auditorium that's being built inside the church, and before y'all be like, an auditorium in a church, yes, an auditorium in a church, yes, auditorium from scratch. Y'all know African people are creative as hell. They're like China. They're very creative as hell when it comes to this stuff. So yes, an auditorium in church with the blinds and everything, okay? And it ain't even on budget. It's like top tier budget, if that makes sense. Okay, so we go out, and then, like, I see, like, these, like, playhouses, and I'm thinking it's for the kids. Because, you know, kids like to, you know, make a lot of noise and scream and cry and all that. So I'm thinking that's for the kids. Because y'all know those playhouses for toddlers where they have the kitchen stuff and all that. So I'm thinking, like, that's the kids. They're going to, like, cook and play in there and have a jolly old time. And they're going to have one of the, like, toddler teachers, like, really, like, watch them and, like, you know, just have a babysitter out there, whatever. So he was just like, you want to see those houses over there? And I'm like, in there for kids? He was like, no, I gotta show you inside. He's like, it's a secret, because, like, I guess there's not enough chairs for the people inside the behind the scenes, so they made more, but they made them outside the auditorium, but not too far from the auditorium, and they look like mini, like, play condos. So he's like, you want to see? So I ain't gonna lie to y'all, from the outside it looks small. So I was thinking, like, we not finna fit in there. It's the size of, like, a toddler, and I don't think so. Like, I don't think I'm gonna fit in there. But when we get to the front of the house, I'm like, it's a legit condo. Like, not like a tall ass condo. Like, it's like, it's one of those, like, small on the outside but roomy in the inside. So, child, I'm gonna end this video here. If y'all want to hear the rest of the story, get this video to 20 views, and I'll tell y'all what happened when we approached those human-sized the kid-sized human inside condos. Okay, I will see y'all in the next video.